How to shoot and edit a short film, a step-by-step guide for beginners. Hey, what's up guys, Tom here. This is an amazing tutorial that I wanted to share with you guys. Today I wanted to show you guys how you can start creating your own short film, how you can begin to just shoot your short film. And this is really simple. The reason why I'm making this video is that if you don't know when to start, how to do it, it's gonna create procrastination, anxieties. You might not be able to create your own stuff and enjoy your creative process. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how you can do that for yourself. And if you don't mind, whenever you create your stuff, you can always tag me on Instagram, and I'll really enjoy to watch all your stuff and then give you a comment. So what you're gonna need to do is, first step that you're gonna need to do, you need to find a compelling story. So this is really simple. Seek out an interesting story to tell, whether from a friend or your own creation, and you need to keep it simple and captivating. Ensure that it resonates with your intended audience. So whenever you're creating this, you need to know who are you creating this story for, and your audience, your people that you're creating. You don't have to create it only for the pleasure and the sake of doing it, people that you are targeting. So this is gonna be like a showcase, a portfolio for yourself that you can show people. You don't have to wait for someone to hire you and then so that you can have this portfolio. You can, it's really a good way to do that, but you can also create your own stuff that you can send to clients. Say, listen, this is what I've done, and if you guys really are willing to work with me, and I can assure you that I'm gonna do a good job. So this is a set you can begin to create things for yourself, and then it's gonna open doors for you to begin to work with other creators that are on YouTube or Instagram. And the second step, we're gonna talk about planning. When we talk about planning, we're gonna see script writing and we're gonna see storyboarding. Script writing, develop a script writing that fits the scene desire, tones, and structure. Determine if it involves dialogue or it's gonna be only or rely on visual telling. So whenever you're shooting your film, you need to know, is it gonna be a dialogue where you're gonna need to have two characters or more, or it's gonna be a storytelling where we're just gonna see someone walking around the streets in the forest, or maybe a scene that is very intense or drama. So you really need to find out what is the story, which story you're gonna tell. Because in most cases, if you wanna create a story that you're gonna be dealing with a lot of characters, that's gonna take a bit of time. But if you also have a short film that's gonna be just visual telling where we see one character walking around, but the image and everything that you're talking about can really enhance your story, and we who are the audience can understand where you're taking us. And the next step that you need to have in mind, whenever I start creating my short film, I never had this in mind. So I'm gonna give you guys this step and never forget about it, and I'm sure you take a note. Whenever you're doing this, what you need to do, this is the second step that you need to keep in mind. Establish the film visual style. You need to know how you're gonna collaborate your film. You need to have this in mind. How are you going to collaborate your short film? Is it gonna be warm? Is it gonna be cold? I'm sure you know that collaborating can tell a whole type of story in your film. If you're going for a kind of sad film, but kind of grading that it's warm, saturated and all that, it might not be able to match with your story. So color grading, consider how you want to color grade your film. Planning this in advance will save you hours of post-production, adjustment, and enable you to do good. Create the desired atmosphere in your film. So color grading can create an atmosphere in your film and how you want people to feel about your short film. And then we're going to talk about lighting and cinematography. Think about the lighting setup that will complement your story. Utilize techniques like the rule of third, compositing, shooting on the shadow side for more visual appealing and cinematic look. In most videos that you see right now, people are shooting on the shadow side because it's really enhance the visual and also create a cinematic look in your frame. Whenever you have that in mind, when you're shooting, that really gonna change. And also whenever you're doing your lighting and all that, keep that in mind. And once you have all this set up, all the steps that I've been showing you guys, you need to find a location. Find the perfect location. But one thing that I'm about to tell you guys that you need to know about location is that there's no such thing as a perfect location. Look for a location that closely aligns with your vision, and don't shy away from challenges, as they can help you grow and improve your skill in different environments. So you may not be able to find the location that you wanna create your short film. But any location that you find, just put yourself in there. That can really also help you to open your mind to new opportunities, also new way on how you can deal with things. And as soon as you're gonna start working with big people, big companies, all that, it's really gonna help you. And this is a technique that I use for myself, and I call it cinematic technique. Cinematic technique, you need to know about this. When talking about cinematic technique, I talk about compose. Compose your shot using the rule of third, which divides the frame into 9 equal parts for more balanced and visual engaging compositions. You need to know about the rule of third. It's really gonna help you. Like the same way I've actually framed myself right now, you can see I'm on the, I don't know if in the right side, I don't know if the right or left side, and I have my monitor right there. What I'm talking about right now is the rule of third. If you know how you can place this, it's really gonna help you to really tell a good story and to create cinematic look. If you really want to work with people that can really appreciate your work, you need to know these cinematic rules that I'm showing you guys. And then we're going to talk about lighting setup. Experience with different lighting setup to create the desired mood and highlight key element within the scene. I can tell you guys, light and shot can change everything. Like what the setup that I have right now, I have a blue light just in my background, and I have a dome light just right here, and you can see the separation in the frame. So you need to really pay attention to all the detail whenever you're doing your light setup. If you don't have budget to buy light and all that, you can also just do movie outside, but whenever you're shooting outside, you need to pay attention to the exposure, shutter speed, and the framing that you're gonna shoot. For most cases, if you wanna create cinematic look, you need to shoot in 24 frames per second. But if you wanna create slow motion, 60 frames per second and above, you're gonna get amazing slow motion. Just so keep this in mind. And I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel that I'm showing you guys how to create cinematic setting for the Canon SL3. You go check that out, you're gonna help you guys. So guys, with this technique that I've shown you guys in this video, if you implement that and you go out and practice every day, I'm sure in a few weeks and a few months, you'll be able to create amazing short film for yourself. With any camera that you have, you don't have to start buying big gears and all that. If you don't know what kind of niche you want to place yourself in, or what you want to start shooting, or what kind of client that you want, don't invest in any camera. You need to invest in yourself first. Watch a lot of YouTube tutorial. Once you feel like you're good enough, and from there you can go out and buy any camera that you want. If you want to go for a Sony, if you want to go for a Canon, if you want to go for a Nikon, that is up to you. But I'm telling you, don't invest in any gear until you master this skill that I've shared with you guys. And I hope this video really helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Go check out my other tutorials. And about the color grading thing, if you don't want to waste time on color grading, I have an amazing light that I released on my website. That light is really amazing, and I've really worked on it, on the exposure, the highlight, the tone, and all that. You don't have to do much about it. If you're using entry-level camera like the one I'm recording on, it's the SL3. If you place that light on, you'll be shocked what you're gonna get. And I have few feedback that I got from people that are already using these lights, and you'll be shocked what I'm hearing from them. So guys, go check that out, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy. And I'll be seeing you once again. Peace, enjoy, bye bye.